Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Carlene Bailey Estes, 85 of Holly Pond, will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow at Holly Pond Funeral Home Chapel. Jerry Hackney officiating, burial in Brooklyn Cemetery. Ms. Estes passed away yesterday. The body will lie in state from 6 to 8 p.m. tonight at the funeral home. Funeral services for Kathleen Kelton, age 87 of Garden City, will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Paul Rivers and Lonnie Goodwin officiating, interment in Garden City. The family will receive friends 6 to 9 p.m. tonight at the funeral home. Hansville Funeral Home is directing. Funeral services for Eddie McAnally, age 66 of Cullman, are incomplete and will be announced at a later time by Cullman Funeral Home. Mr. McAnally passed away yesterday at Princeton Medical Center. Memorial services for Terry Axel Shaddix, age 51 of Cullman, will be at 5 p.m. on Thursday at 4th Street Church of Christ. Ministers Gene Persall and Billy Randolph officiating. Cullman Funeral Home is directing. Mr. Shaddix passed away on Sunday at his residence. Funeral services for Penny Lynn Johnson, age 70 of Vinemont, will be at 10 a.m. tomorrow at Sacred Heart Catholic Church. Father Patrick Egan officiating. Interment in Cullman City Cemetery. Cullman Heritage is directing. Visitation will be 6 to 8 p.m. tonight. Memorial services for Gordon Kenneth Norrell, age 75 of Cullman, will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. He passed away on Sunday at his residence. Visitation will be from 6 to 9 p.m. tonight at the funeral home. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2, broadcasting live at channel2cullman.com. And, of course, anytime you want to watch our program, it is available at channel2cullman.com, courtesy of YouTube. Yep. Beautiful sunrise this morning.
Yes, I snapped a picture of it, but I don't know why. My camera seems to be kind of slow. And I don't even know if it's sent it yet. But if we can, eventually we might get it during the show and can show it at the end or something. But it was gorgeous. There's a lot of clouds, so it makes the sun look pinks and yellows. And, oh, it's so nice. Beautiful time of the year.
What is it, the old sailor's rhyme? Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning.
Yes.
Makes you wonder what's going to be happening.
I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be too bad today, but let's check the forecast. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. We start with the weather almanac for the 15th of October. The average high temperature in Cullman, Alabama is 75. The average low is 51. The record high 88, 1947. The record low 34, 1978. Sunset this evening 6:38. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:27. Checking the satellite picture. Wow. Looks like there's a lot of stuff moving east.
Headed our way.
Almost through the whole country.
Yeah.
There's our part of the country. Doesn't look too bad right now. Let's check the forecast. For today, it'll be cloudy. Slight chance of rain this afternoon. A high of 75. For tonight, a 50% chance of rain. Low of 59. Tomorrow, an 80% chance of rain. A high of 75. And then goodbye warm temperatures. Thursday, 60% chance of rain in the morning with a high of 67. Friday, a high of 69. Saturday, a high near 68. Low temperatures in the mid-40s as we get toward the end of the week.
Okay.
things come to a big change when we get to October.
I think so, yeah. This coolness comes in from the east and it just, or from the west, excuse me,
Yep.
and it just covers the whole country. So,
I attended the Coleman Kiwanis Club meeting yesterday, and we are making preparations to televise the Kiwanis Radio Days. This will be coming up a week from tomorrow, the 23rd of October. This has been on the radio for a number of years now, and the club approached me and wanted to know if it could be televised as well as being broadcast on the radio. So we are working out on the details, and like I said, I attended the meeting yesterday, and so we are going to televise a radio show next week.
Okay.
And that will be from 8 in the morning till about 2 in the afternoon.
All right.
So if you've been listening to your favorite Kiwanians on the radio, now you can see what they look like.
Ah, very good.
Of course, you probably know all of them anyway.
Yeah.
Local business people, so forth.
so.
But anyway, just wanted to mention that'll be coming up next week.
Well, now that you've mentioned that, on the 31st of October, United Way always does, because they're right now is their small business splits. They're doing during the month of October, and they always Ron Mosley is very generous to allow them the time to come on from 8:45, I think, until noon on that 31st of October, which I think is a Wednesday.
It's Thursday.
It's a
Halloween.
Thursday. That's right. Anyway, it's a Thursday, but they will be broadcasting live with their the different agencies, and I've told Amber that I will help her since this is her first year to do that, and that can be a little bit unnerving if you're not used to it, and sometimes people don't show up that are scheduled to be there, and so you kind of have to have somebody there to do some talking, but yeah, so we'll be there. I'll be there, and Amber Black from United Way and the agency directors will be there on Thursday, October the 31st. I'll get it straight.
All right.
On WKUL. You want to come broadcast us too?
I'm going to be out of town that day. You know I never show up on Halloween.
I used to make him dress up, and then after that he said, nah, I'm not going to be here then. Oh, well.
Okay, let's see. Who's our Facebook friend of the day for today?
Mary Harbison is our friend, and she likes Moe's and the Zach Brown Band. So very good. Glad to have you. Well, then she will like our treat that we're going to give her today, because it's a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue right there in the Berlin area. She just needs to come by here and pick up her certificate, and then she can go get her sandwich.
And our guest comes to see us every year.
Okay.
About this time.
Very good.
Tell us who it is.
Miss Liz Turner is here, and she is with the Alabama Gourd Festival, and she's got a few little samples to show us, and she's going to be talking about the upcoming Gourd Festival, which is always a great event here in Coleman.
And George Spear is here with news and commentary right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Sort of a cloudy day, and it's one of those days that you say, okay, I like this time of year. I like it when the leaves start turning, but it doesn't take but one rain, one set of showers to just put them on the ground. Basically is what it goes like. Looking at the morning news, the state's Alabama State's top law enforcement officials are saying they have got to get themselves in order and their budgets so they can have more state troopers. They say it takes about 1,100 state troopers to patrol safely in Alabama. Now, what I think is kind of interesting is this issue of using a radar, right? You know, the former sheriff of Coleman County, we had radar in the cars, but they weren't really used. Now I notice that they're being used, and I guess some tickets have been issued. I don't know, but you certainly see more of an aggressive stand by our current sheriff in that regard when it comes to speeding and all. This is kind of interesting. The majority of voters in an AL.com poll say they'd like to see a major third party to enter into the U.S. political foray. And why is that? It's because so many people are unhappy with both sides of the bench there. You've got this thing going on with the budget and the budget ceiling and all this. And according to what this unscientific poll claims, as I say, done by AL.com, says they'd like to see a major third party get into it, and that we would benefit from that. 63% of responders said they would do that. And remember, a few years back, we had an independent party, didn't we? And that was always a kiss of death. Sometimes an independent candidate could be a spoiler in some races, I believe. And there was a party called the Patriot Party back about 10, 12 years ago. And a local individual who had ran and had lost the Democrat primary, some of us talked with him, and he thought he might like to try this third party. So their headquarters was in Birmingham. I won't mention the name, but when we went down have him interviewed by this third party leader, we went through a bad part of Birmingham, and there were women on the street trying to make a living. And this guy looked at me and he says, "Are we sure this is a good idea?" Well, it wasn't. But people are still looking for a third party because they're mad at both sides. Alabama public health officials say they have at least 10 cases of Legionella pneumonia in northwest Alabama. In fact, this particular thing has 5 possible cases in the Florence area alone. And the thing about, remember back in was it late 70s, whenever the Legionnaire's disease began to make the headlines, and they couldn't figure out what was going on. They thought maybe it's the air conditioning system. And I forgot exactly where that conference was, that so many people got sick and people died. But they say this Legionella pneumonia is not spread by physical contact between people. It's contracted when someone inhales a mist or a vapor containing the bacteria. The Legionella strain of pneumonia causes inflammation of the lungs. And some of the things that cause a mist or a vapor, obviously, would be hot tubs. I haven't been in one of those in a long time, so no problem there. Cooling towers, that might have been the case, up north in that Legionnaire's disease case back 20, 30 years ago. Hot water tanks, which I never had a clue hot water tanks could breed this problem. Large plumbing systems and decorative fountains outside your house. So those are the things they say to watch for. Boy, this is the kind of thing you don't want to get involved with, because you're not really thinking. When it's a holiday, I don't know how many times I think, well, do I need to go get the mail now? Knowing full well yesterday was Columbus Day. Well, a young man up in Huntsville, decided to go to the bank. So he goes up to the door, opens it, goes inside. There's nobody there. Meanwhile, all of the state troopers and police are headed to the bank because it was closed. So how was the door open? Well, it was apparently the cleaning lady. They're going to blame the cleaning lady, right? She didn't lock the door. That is not a good situation. National Security Agency is harvesting hundreds of millions of contact lists from personal email and instant messaging accounts around the world. And if you know how that goes, back about 6 months ago, maybe a little bit less, I saw a news story where Twitter, the website Twitter, that allows you to post messages and all that, did a survey of all the messages that all its members were sending to each other. And they did a geographical chart to show where most of them were coming from. And when people start, when these agencies, these websites begin to take such data and more or less use it against you, or maybe in a case of identity theft, then I think they've gone too far at that point. I can understand, and I think most people would, the national security, if there's someone planning a bomb or whatever, the NSA enforcement officials would need to know that to help prevent it. One of the things that one of the commissioners told us, let's see, we had him on a couple of weeks ago, Stanley Yarborough. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ted, you've heard the conversation, I believe. We were talking after the show about threats. And apparently, Barack Obama gets about, 1,600 threats against him? You never hear about those things. I think it was so many hundred per day, per day. And you think about it, that's a lot of doggone people trying to take business into their own hands and such. Well, see, I guess that's about it for the news. Stay tuned, more of Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Welcome back to Today on 2. We have some prizes to give away. Let's see what we have for Tuesday. The bag of assorted apples from Steel Orchard. And we also have the lunch sandwich and chips from Frosting's Bakery. Those are the prizes for today. Let's look at our merchant ads. We'll ask you a question, of course, about one of these ads. Starting today with Auto Tech, where they do major engine repair, transmission, and brake repair on all vehicles, foreign and domestic, on County Road 1354 in Vinemont.
And Yates Chance Christian Bookstore has some prices falling in their store. Go grab them. Sidewalk sales going on with t-shirts, Bible covers, gifts, located right there in the South Coleman Shopping Center.
Mullins Body Shop, over 50 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. You can count on them each and every day. Call Sonny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop.
And AmeriGas is now Coast Gas. It's a different name, but the same personnel. Its fall tank set special right now is 24-hour on-call service, 24/7 answering service, competitive pricing, full service inside and out, located right there on Eva Road.
Brown & Company Beverages, your specialty wine and beer store, and they have beers for Oktoberfest. They have pumpkin-flavored beer if you want to try something different.
Rodney G's Hickory Grill has a full bar. They sell barbecue, hot wings, large menu located right there at 610 Main Avenue, and Tuesday night is trivia night. Rodney G's Hickory Grill.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. They have licensed inflatables, slides, water slides, obstacle courses. Call Holly Mullins to book your rental today.
Deb's Bookstore, and we're going to visit with Deb tomorrow. She has gift certificates available, and browsers are always welcome in her store, and her books are always on sale.
Grand Point Pharmacy says this is American Pharmacist Month. Know your pharmacist, know your medicine. Grand Point Pharmacy, Highway 31 North.
Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center. It's a fitness opportunities there, like the 6-lane competition pool, full fitness center complete with weights, cardio, and professional training, and indoor rubberized walking track. You name it, they've got it.
Dr. Howard Rogers is the man to talk to at the Baldwin Counseling Center. Help is a phone call away. To make a reservation or an appointment, 256-737-3087. Coleman's leader in adult immunizations is which one of our advertisers? Coleman's leader in adult immunizations. Tell us the name of the business and you win our bag of assorted apples from Steel Orchard, along with the lunch sandwich and chips from Frosting's Bakery. 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. And give us a call while we're watching Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hello, I'm Zach Wood with Premier Bank. Today's Money Matters topic is debit cards. A debit card, also known as a bank card or check card, is a great tool that provides electronic access to your bank account anytime, day or night. Unlike a credit card, payments using a debit card are immediately transferred from your account. Debit cards also allow for instant withdrawal of cash, acting as the ATM card. For more information about debit cards, stop by your local bank today.
Coleman's leader in adult immunizations. We're going to show you that ad and the rest of our merchant ads right now. Starting with Cotton State Barns of Coleman, you can buy or rent to own carports, playsets, utility trailers, and storage buildings. No credit check. You're approved at Cotton State Barns of Coleman.
And the BCB Cafe, great location right there downtown Coleman. They have live music on Fridays and Saturday nights from 2 until 9 p.m. Go check out their new dinner hours. It's home to the original breaded burger.
Earl's Body Shop, excuse me, voted best towing service. Large and small towing available, local or long distance. That's Earl's Body Shop.
And a new fitness facilities in downtown Coleman, right there next to Renard's Gallery. It's called Be Fit, located at 314 First Avenue Southeast. It's month to month, no contracts, and it even includes a certified personal trainer.
Tires for Less, more than just tires. They do oil changes, minor engine repair, replace shocks and brakes. Of course, they have Bridgestone and Firestone tires as well. That's Tires for Less.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, where he has regular sizes for the guys, but also the big and tall sizes for those hard-to-fit guys. Located at 217 Compass Way next to Doug Doggett Jewelers.
There's the leader, Coleman's leader in adult immunizations. It is Borden Family Pharmacy, located on the corner of Evil Road and Highway 157. Borden Family Pharmacy.
Diamonds for all occasions. That's what's located at Doug Doggett Jewelers. He, of course, has a great selection of the Sorelli jewelry and costume jewelry, but great jewelry at Doug Doggett's.
Pumpkin Pie Blizzard is the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen. Don't forget the $5 lunch available each and every day at Dairy Queen.
There's Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue in the Berlin area, located on Highway 278 and County Road 747. Right now he's featuring a new football tailgate pack for just $50.
There we go with our merchant ads for today. We do have a birthday to tell you about on the 15th day of October.
Let's take a look at that. That would be Miss Beverly Carnes, and her name will be put into the drawing on Friday, where she has that possibility of winning a cake from Dairy Queen. Also, Joey and Sherry Coggins are celebrating their anniversary. So happy anniversary, guys, and happy birthday.
Coming up next, everything you wanted to know about the Alabama Gourd Festival. Stay tuned.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Coleman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
welcome back once again, and it is my pleasure to introduce Miss Ruth Turner. So sorry we had that wrong. But you, of course, are involved in the Alabama Gourd Society, which presents the Gourd Festival every year, and have been for how many years now?
This is our 15th year.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and we're real proud of that.
And you know, I think when people think of gourds, okay, what can you do with gourds? I have been blown away with what you guys do with gourds. It is so amazing.
I was just asked that question yesterday, and I said the possibilities are limitless. They make lamps, they make toys.
They make purses.
They make purses.
Really nice looking purses.
It's a canteen gourd that they use to make the purses with. They make whistles, they make musical instruments with them.
You mentioned lamps, like a Tiffany lamp, the way they're cut so intricately. It's just like, I can't believe it.
You can cut a gourd, well, like this one is.
Okay, let me hold this up.
Okay.
And let's see if we can get this on there. Yeah, you've got little cutouts. Now, is it difficult to do?
I do those with an X-Acto knife on these small gourds like this.
Okay.
But when you're working with a larger gourd, there are little saws and things that we use to cut the...
Are they called Dremels?
Dremels,
Okay, alrighty.
Yes.
Yeah, little drills and stuff.
Right.
So, but it's a hard surface, right?
Yeah. Now, see, that is a thinner gourd. Most of these smaller gourds are thin. Now, this is another variety of gourd that is a little bit harder, you know. Now, this one is harder. Now, I could drop this on the floor and I'd probably never break it because it's so hard.
Right.
You know.
Man, I could see this painted as a pear. You could make this
you
as
could make a snowman.
You could make a snowman, yes. Oh, how cute, though. Oh,
it could hang or sit on the table.
Yeah.
This is one that is, those are seeds that came out of the gourd. And then after I'd cleaned it and everything, each seed was put on there.
By hand.
By hand.
With their tweezers, I would imagine.
Sometimes to tuck them under so that they're layered.
Right.
You know.
Oh, how cute.
And then a finish is put over that.
Yeah, how cute. And I want to pick this one up because I don't know that we saw this one very good, but this one's, you know, once again cut out. Oh, it's a little candy dish.
Yes.
Very good. And you put some little beads and things around the top of it, so it can be so, you know, just decorated for anything. I've got some that were witches that I bought. I have a cat that has like the tail
turned up.
Yes. Oh, they're just so cute.
One year I did a whole bunch of roosters and hens.
Oh,
I had them all the way that big down to this size.
Little bitty,
you know.
Yeah.
And one part of my table was just covered with barnyard things. I even made little people and cows and pigs. And my pigs went out the door and so did my cows real fast. I guess people had a penchant for those.
I suppose so.
It's this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, from 9 to 5 on Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday. Admission is $3. Children under 12 with adults are free. We have the exhibit room where all of our prize winning gourds are, and that's really great to go through that. I don't know what everybody else is doing until I get to the show and see everybody laying things out.
Right.
So when I go through there, I'm thinking, oh, wow. You know, because everybody thinks differently and everybody has different talents.
Right.
And it's always interesting to see. Also, we'll have a free demonstrations throughout both days. So you can learn how to do different things by going up there. And we'll also have a children's time when they can come and make something they can take home with them.
Oh, cool.
We have the gourds already cleaned and the supplies are all there, and it doesn't cost a thing.
Right.
There's vendors outside that have all the raw gourds. There are some inside. There's vendors in there with all kinds of tools and things to use to make your gourds. And there are vendors with food. them different ones each time.
We don't want anybody to go hungry.
No, neither do we, because we want them to go out and get a bite to eat and then come back in and look around some more.
Right.
And it seemed like something else I needed to tell you.
Okay.
We have artists coming from all across the country giving classes.
Oh,
you know.
okay.
And they're really reasonable. Sometimes they're like only an hour and a half. Sometimes they're up to 3 hours or more, you know.
Yeah.
But whatever you get in the class, whatever you make, you take that home with you.
Very good. So anybody who's interested in just art, this is a good weekend to just go look, because so many of these are hand painted and they do just an awesome job.
And almost everybody knows Glenn.
Yes.
Because he's been around forever. He's won all kinds of awards, and he has arbors with these long-necked gourds. Ties them in different. He's won a lot of awards on the knots that he's put in the gourds.
Right.
And that is a talent. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, it's a secret. It's a secret. Yeah.
Must be. You have to do it while they're still green.
Right, while they're growing. Yeah. Well, at any rate, it's this weekend at the Civic Center, Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you for being here. We
Thank you very
appreciate it.
much for having me.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
always enjoy it very much.
Well, thanks for coming.
We'll have more right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
And welcome back to Community Billboard, sponsored by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. The Pilot Club is going to be having a rummage sale on Friday, October the 18th and Saturday the 19th at the Coleman Fairgrounds, and that should be a big one. Halloween fun is available at Steel Orchard every Friday and Saturday night in October. They have a scary maze, haunted building, great food. Dark until 10 p.m. is when it starts and ends. All events are indoors, so come rain or shine. Veterans Day Celebration 2013. Join us in honoring all who have served Saturday, November the 9th from 9 until 3 at the Veterans Memorial Park at Sportsman's Lake, featuring a special welcome home tribute to the Vietnam veterans. And if you have a community billboard you want to send us, you can email it, channel2coleman@gmail.com, phone it 256-734-7399, fax it 256-734-7680, or Facebook it, Channel 2 Coleman.
Our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. It'll be cloudy today, slight chance of rain this afternoon, high of 75. Cloudy tonight, 50% chance of rain tonight, low around 59. And rainy day tomorrow, 80% chance of rain with a high of 75. Who's coming tomorrow?
Miss Deb Laslie, and she will bring sunshine with her when she comes. She always does.
That's right. Thank you for watching today on 2.